Alright, here is the bike that is going to be taking me across the country. This is the Surly LHT, the long haul trucker. These are definitely becoming the popular touring bike. We picked these up back in December, have put on a little over 1,000 miles on it. These things are a tank, I'll tell you what. They're a little heavy, but most touring bikes are. Everything pretty much is standard on it, and I'll come in now. Everything, the cranks, cassettes and stuff, everything is what came with it. It has good gearing. Again, we did a lot of reviews on the internet, and that's the main thing I was going to say to do, is definitely check out online reviews. And this is your best bang for the buck here, the LHT. Compared to the Track. I know Cannondale, some of them have them, but again, this is, looking at the journals on Crazy Guy on a Bike, this is definitely one of the common bikes you're seeing. Some other things I'll just point out real quick. We added to it the fenders. These are Planet Bike Cascade or something, but again, got these offline, just went on Amazon, did a little bit of a search, got them for a pretty good deal. Same, you can see the back one here, back fender. Then for our racks, that's probably the biggest thing. We're kind of maybe taking a, out on a limb approach with, but looking at the racks when we were doing our research, a lot of them are pretty pricey, I thought. Again, there's Tubus, Jand, and some other ones that we saw that are the big name ones that you see a lot of people using. And again, they're like $100 per back rack, and then for the front rack. So again, we're trying to keep this kind of cost limited. So we went with the Axiom Journey for the back one. And on the reviews, are kind of, I've seen mixed, kind of 50-50. I've seen they're supposed to be able to hold up to it's like 150 pounds on this rear rack, which there's no way in heck I'm taking that much anyways. But again, this rack was like $30 with shipping and handling. It's got a pretty good design. As you can see, to cover up the spokes and your bags attach. I've done a couple just like day trips, fully loaded, and had no problems with it. Again, I believe it is just straight aluminum, so as long as you're not going over anything too heavy, I don't think we're going to have any cracks or anything. But again, it was only like $30. Just go on Amazon.com and just do a little bit of research and you'll find it. And then the front ones are Axiom, I believe like Deluxe Lowrider or whatever they're called. They were right around the same thing, like $30 or $40 out the door online. They're a little bit of a pain to put on, but once you get them on and squared away, we've put on our panniers and seem like they're fine. I didn't have any problems with them. Again, I believe they're aluminum, so we don't plan on, we're doing a Trans Am trail, so we don't plan on doing any off-roading, and just gotta be careful not to go over big bumps. But again, for the price, I mean, we spent like $60 for our racks, whereas most of these other companies are spending, a good, 80 to $100 per rack. So again, that's kind of out there in my opinion, but we're kind of going out on a limb. We'll see. Hopefully they work for us. And also right here we got the little frame pump, little toe peak road morph. I've used it a couple times, not too bad. We're also going to take a regular floor pump with us. One of us will be carrying that on our back rack as well. But also we added the Brooks saddle. I know I've read reviews, it can take, for this one it's the Imperial, it's got the little cutout. Can take it set up to like 500 to 1,000 miles for it to really break in. It seems, I mean, it's comfortable. It's not, though, like some of the reviews where people are saying it's like a lazy boy. Again, I've rode regular road bikes for a little while, and I've had like an $80 seat on or saddle on them with the cutout, and they seemed honestly even maybe a little more comfortable than this thing is. But again, we only have about 1,000 miles on, so hopefully it's going to break in even more. So if you're looking at one of those, take the reviews with a grain of salt, because I don't think they're that comfortable just yet, but hopefully it'll prove me wrong during a trip. And then we've just added on the Cat Eye Strata little bike computer. Again, this is just the basic one, doesn't do cadence or anything, but again, this isn't a road race or crit or anything, so again, just your basic functions that you need. Got that again offline for like 30 bucks. So again, this is one of them. The other one we have is the blue Surly, but definitely a good bike if you're looking to get in these touring, even commuting. Has nice big tires on it. They're 37 millimeters wide, so nice stable ride. As you can see, it's their little trademark, the F cube, the fatties fit fine. So yeah, that's not just fat people can ride these, but the big fat tires fit nice on there. So again, everything is pretty much stock besides the saddle. Alright, and then our pedals we have here are the Shimano SPD like touring pedal. I'll show you here how they got the little clip-in attachment. If you would like to use the clip-ins, we're just going to go with regular just like running shoes. That way save weight, don't have to take two pairs of different shoes. And again, it's pretty comfortable. You can see he's got a nice wide little platform there to pedal on. Got some little grips. You can see, yeah, you gotta be a little careful when your shoes get a little wet. But again, it's not a race or anything, so they've been fine so far. They're, I believe, you can get them for, I think we got them for like $50 or so, 50 or 60 bucks with shipping and everything. So again, pretty good pedal to be using for, especially for touring. So that way, you have the option of just using regular shoes, and they're a very strong pedal. So that's it. Check us out, BXA 2011.